There are times when a coach has to pick his opportunity to choose how he wants to get his points across. Sometimes it's encouraging, other times it's inspirational. And then there's reminders of what you were and who you are.
I want to always give them motivation, to make sure that they continue to step up and just do what they're supposed to do. I told them before that this was the lowest scoring game, in a season that we've had.
30 points. Honestly, I ain't nothing, man. We came off 52. I think the first year we won 50-0. Second year, I think it was 42-0. Third year was 52-0. This year it was 30-6. Where they do that at? That's not what we do. And this is a good team too. This ain't like they was some scrubs. So I understand that there was some balance to it, but we better than a lot of teams that's out here.
I don't think that I'll be content with that. I mean, obviously, we scored less points, but I think that we left a lot of points on the field. And we don't try to schedule weaker opponents or anything like that. I mean, we can play, anybody at any given time week one. But I just believe that, we were just clicking on all cylinders. I think that's why we have the success that we have. And I was impressed with what we did, but, I still think that we, we're playing below our potential. So I think that we can still take it up a notch.
It's the day before the next game, and it's fine-tuning and going over the game plan. Key talks about taking it up a notch, but for them to achieve that, there's one side of the ball that will get them there. There's nothing more evident than what's going on in practice before Bradford's next opponents. If offense wins games, defense wins championships.
With all teams, I think everybody kind of feeds off the energy of the defense, so I think that we're no different. The defense, they're hard-hitting. They come up, they take care of business, and I was really impressed with what they did last week too. So yes, they would ignite, or they will continue to ignite what we do.
Quarterback! 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 Better play it today. I swear. If you don't play it like that, come tomorrow. And let us get in with a double pass. Come to the sideline. Don't even say that. Just start running.
Welcome to Northern Nation, week 2 of the season, where Coach Key gives his players extra motivation before the opening kick. Coach knows this will be a formidable opponent.
Come out full throttle, full tilt at all times. They still remember you, 15. They don't know you. They never seen you before. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you got. All right? Make them remember you, 20. Make them remember you, 20. They ain't never seen you before. They don't know who you are, Quan. They don't know what you've been doing this business and working hard and all that 66. They don't know what you've been doing, Carl, your day job. They don't know what you've been doing, tech. They don't know what you've been doing. They don't know how hard you've been working. They don't know how hard you've been. Come on, man. You gotta make them remember you, Nate.
Friday nights were created for high school football. DeCaris Berry to kick off from left to right for Bradford Academy. The Bulldogs are in search of an upset. The Class A Walled Lake Northern Knights are the heavy favorites at home, and they'll start off this August 31st evening with the football. 2nd and 6 from their own 35. Shelby licks his fingers in the gun. Liebzeit is the running back. Trips to the left. Shelby takes a waist-high snap. 3-step drop. Steps into a long arching spiral down the sideline. Caught. It's a leaping two-handed grab by Ben Horton. Beating Eric Smith. Looking up into the sun. Falling down onto his back. A gain of 24. Shotgun snap. Shelby fakes the inside handoff, pitches outside, but behind Horton. Ball is loose on the field, rolling at the numbers where Shelby just barely avoids disaster, falling on it back at the 50-yard line. As Coach Key goes over the game plan, he reminds the Bulldogs that the defense did what they had to do for the opening drive. Now, for the first time this year on the road, it's the offense's turn. Rhodes is hit hard back at his own 18. Tommy Larson in the backfield with ferocity. Opening drive for Bradford, scoreless game, 7:09 to play in the first. Rhodes steps up, launches downfield, intercepted at the 50, an overthrow. Brendan Willis, the beneficiary. Second and 13 from their own 41. A low shotgun snap. Shelby throws a quick screen pass. It's in the backfield to Horton. He's to the 45. Up the near sideline. Gets a block. And out across the 50 to Bradford territory. It's the 49-yard line. First and 10 for Walled Lake Northern on the Bradford 44. Shelby trying to engineer a drive after the Brendan Willis interception. Bradford chose blitz. The fake on the inside handoff. Shelby rolls right. He'll be swallowed up in the backfield. Back inside of their own territory at the 49, Aquan Cobb and company. Third and 9 for Walled Lake Northern. The snap, Shelby drops back 3, throws right side, down the sideline. A leaping, diving attempt from Haver just out of the reach of the 6'5" receiver. It might have grazed his fingertips. Final minute of the first quarter. As expected, both defenses have settled in. Still no score. Rhodes turns his shoulder and just about threw his second interception. Pressure was on him. That'll wind down the opening quarter. A couple of defenses that had excellent outings in week 1 pick up right where they left off. In games like this, it's all about competition. The discipline, the hard work, being accountable, pushing others, the sacrifice, never giving up, being selfless. With neither team giving an inch, it's a defensive battle. Something will eventually have to give, and both offenses show the urgency to make something happen before the half. This is why they play the game. Your brothers. We all we got, we all we need. Two minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first half. Walled Lake Northern dressed in black from head to toe, going from left to right. Shelby hits Haver in stride at the 35, and Haver is brought down at the Bradford 32. The Knights are driving. Shelby eyeballs a 4-man Bradford front, takes the snap, rolls right, looks back, out of the reach and incomplete. Looking for Holloway, a pretty ball down the sideline. Now it's 3rd and 9 for Walled Lake Northern, approaching the final 2 minutes of the first half. Shelby looks right, takes a snap, quick screen pass, just broken up into the hands of Wofford. He almost had some open field, headed the other way, unable to hang on.
Let's get the ball back. Hey, everybody do their assignment. Everybody do their assignment. Don't be a hero. Make time. All right, watch the trick play. We see DBs. Stay with your man. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the trick play. Stay with your man. Let's roll.
So the Bradford defense is held strong on 3 separate occasions in their own territory, and now it's the offense's turn. With 1 minute and 44 seconds in the half, looking to piece together a 2-minute drive. There's a throw and a completion on a crossing route to the Walled Lake Northern 50, and down to the 44 is Quintez Harris. Rhodes gets directions from the far sideline with 90 seconds left in the half. Waist-high snap with time. Rhodes throws, hits Winfrey at the 37, pushed out of bounds, and the clock stops. 2nd and 5, Rhodes all by himself in the backfield. 5 receivers, 4 in the secondary for Walled Lake Northern. No score. The snap, Rhodes looks left, quick screen pass, complete to Norwood, cuts upfield at the 38, into traffic and hit by a wall at the 37. 3rd and 3, no score. Clock is rolling at 56 seconds. At 55, Rhodes, arms outstretched, 3-step drop, cocks his arm. Let's go, an arching spiral down the far side. Tipped, broken up, but flags come flying in. The referee might claim there was illegal contact. Rhodes throws, broken up, but another flag comes in. The Knights are incredulous, but it appears to be the Bulldogs will be inside the 10-yard line. Rhodes looks to the far sideline for directions. Crouches under center. Split backs, the snap, the spin, the roll, the throw, broken up into the back of the end zone, incomplete. The snap, the spin, the handoff to Barry. Looks for room on the right side, dives past the goal line, touchdown. Bradford Academy with 7 seconds to go in the first half. The first points of the night are on the board, 6-0, Bradford Academy.
You can't get consent or complacent with being up. All right, that's why I said chill out, hold that, talking, all that type of stuff, because all it takes is one mistake. And then they can either be back up, tied up, or they can be ahead. So we want to make sure that we are doing our job. All right, the game is not over. It's 0-0. That's just like 2 field goals. They hit 2 field goals, it's tied back. All right, we get the ball back on offense. That means we got to take care of business. We got to do everything that we are supposed to do, and take care of your business. Do your job. All right, we're playing a good game. All right, defense, y'all doing an incredible job. Don't get lax. You got to turn it up because it's 6-0. All right, in reality. But of course, y'all know it's 0-0. All right, because this is a whole new game. Second quarter, they can do some stuff we ain't never seen before. So you got to stay on your job. You do not have to win until it's 4th quarter and all zeros are on the clock. Then you can say what you need to say.
We're on the bus.
All right, then we on the bus.
That's what we're going to win.
The second half is underway. Red is under it at his own 15. Runs upfield and a violent hit at the 25. Neither team mincing words. That's how it's been, and it appears that is how it will stay for the remainder of the football game. Nightfall has fully descended. The bright lights are in full use on this Friday night. The snap, Rhodes drops back, bouncing on his toes, swiftly rolls right, looking, directing traffic, throwing a wobbly pass down the side. Athletic catch made at the 39. It's Percy Red. A gain of 27 on 2nd and 18. Once again, Tommy Larson is wreaking havoc in the backfield. Neither team has made it across midfield in the 3rd quarter. Completions or really any type of yardage has come at a premium. 3 receivers to the left here, 1 to the right, Shelby in the gun. Liebzeit to his left, the snap, looks left, quick throw, hits Horton at the 30, runs up the near side to the 35, dragged down ankle high, reaching the 41-yard line. 3rd and 6, ball in the Walled Lake Northern 41. 3:15 to play in the 3rd. 6-0 Bradford lead. Short line drive throw up the middle was tipped off the fingertips of the intended receiver and incomplete. Rhodes is crouched under center. I formation. 1st and 10 on the 37. Knights rush 6. The snap, the handoff to Wilson. He'll dance outside and cut down back at his own 31. A loss of 6. With the 3rd quarter coming to an end and DeCaris Berry cramping up, the Bulldogs have to stick to Coach Key's plan. Take care of your business and do your job. 3rd and 6. Red in motion from right to left. Rhodes takes the snap. Pressure comes quickly. Rolls right, eludes a defender. Throws a line drive down the far side. Complete. It's DeJohn Wofford at the 31, and his momentum carries him out of bounds at the Walled Lake Northern 29. A 25-yard gain with 8:57 to play in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6. Best field position for Bradford since DeCaris Berry ran the ball into the end zone at the end of the first half. But this time, dragged down quickly. Wilson, any space he saw, was eliminated. Bradford on 3rd and long. Pressure in the face of Rhodes. He looks downfield. Intercepted by Jezdemir. Has a convoy of blockers up the sideline. Cuts it back. Still loose. And dragged down finally at the 45. It's a 45-yard return, and the Knights are in business. .6:48 to play in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 on the Bradford 45. Shotgun snap. Shelby drops back 3, steps up, looking, finding room. He'll take it by himself to the 40. Dragged down by DeJon Wofford. Important 4th and 1 play with under 6 to go in the fourth. Shelby fakes the inside handoff. He'll roll right, taking himself up the field and easily gaining the first down yardage. Shotgun snap, looks left, hits Horton at the 30. He'll go down the far sideline and hit out of bounds at the 23. A gain of 9 on 1st and 10 for Walled Lake Northern. The Knights are trailing 6-0 with 4:57 left in regulation, but they are rapidly building up momentum here. This time it's Haver, 6'5", one of Shelby's top targets, getting involved. This appears to be another gain of 9. 3rd and 1, the Bradford 12, neither team wanting to suffer their first loss. Powering through the gut of the line this time is Leapsight. Walled Lake Northern moves the chains once more, this time inside the Bradford 10-yard line. The beauty of this game is that it reveals everything about the players who engage in it. With less than 4 minutes left, we will find out who will have the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Shelby in the gun here, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 4-man Bradford front. Waist-high snap, Shelby looks left, dumps it off to the far side, Leapsight complete at the 6, lunging forward, diving to the pylon. He may have came up just 1.5 yards short of tying the football game. This is a drive that began on the Bradford 45 after a 45-yard interception return. Now it's on the Bradford 1. Shelby fakes, he'll take it himself. Touchdown, the game is tied. 3:18 to play in the fourth. It's 6-all. A colossal moment, under 4 to play in the fourth. The kick is up, it was blocked, whistles blow it dead before the kick was off. Appears to be offsides on Bradford. Hoping for their first lead of the night. They get exactly that with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the fourth. So now Bradford will have a chance to answer. Overall, they've responded quite well tonight. It's Wofford back at his own 36. Breaks a tackle at the 40. Gets past the initial level, up the near sideline, and cut down at the Walled Lake Northern 44-yard line. 5 receivers and an empty backfield. The snap, quick throw. It's Wilson. He has elusive ability, dances upfield along the hash marks, dragged down after a gain of 4. Bradford has 2 timeouts left. Rhodes with the red number 1 on the back of his white uniform. His right foot in front of his left. Waist-high snap. Another screen pass caught by Norwood. Runs down the far sideline. Gets a block down to the 38. Hard-fought yardage. 3rd and 1 on the Walled Lake Northern 35. Back to the screen pass. This time it's red. Gets past 1. Pirouettes past another. Elegant movement down to the 25. On the Walled Lake Northern 25, 5 receivers, empty backfield, 1:26 to play. Rhodes opts to tuck and run. Couldn't find anything. 2nd and 10. The Knights rush 4. Rhodes drops back 3. Line drive tipped over the middle by Tommy Larson. Rhodes might have had Norwood if that pass wasn't tipped. Larson again having a significant impact on this football game. 4th and 11. The energy from the crowd is palpable. The pressure on Bradford is immense. Rhodes. Larson closing in. Rhodes steps up, throws incomplete. The ball bounces off the turf, and Walled Lake Northern should have this one in the bag. Well played by both defenses. In the end, it's a Walled Lake Northern interception and subsequent touchdown, followed by a dramatic extra point that decided this important Week 2 matchup.
You got to fight to the finish, bro. That's all that is. You just got to work on the last minute,
We are good.
we gravy, bro.
Do you know this is a Class A or B school, man?
You know, come on, man. They got,
Hold on. Listen, man. They scored in the fourth quarter at the end of the whole thing. Y'all did a hell of a job, man. Listen, I understand that y'all want to win. Of course, I do too. That's what the game is about. But sometimes it just happens like that. All right, so y'all shouldn't have nothing negative to say. Y'all shouldn't have your heads down. Hey, us as coaches, all of us are a team. So same way you feel, we feel as coaches. All right, we're not happy that we lost by 1 point. Look at the score, it's 7-6. That's a great game. Anytime that you have one score apiece, that's a great game for the whole game. For the whole game, you let them score one touchdown. You can't ask for nothing better, man. Listen, I understand we want to win. It is what it is. All right, y'all played a hell of a game, man. You gotta pick each other up, keep your head up. You can't ask for nothing better, man. Honestly, can't ask for nothing better. All right, so there is no negative talk. All right, it is what it is. Who didn't have a good game? Everybody had a good ass game. Look, it's 7-6. They scored in the fourth quarter. Y'all held y'all own all the way to the end of the game, man. End of the game. And then y'all blocked the kick, but it was offside. It would have been tied up. I know, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, y'all did a hell of a job, man. Y'all blocked the kick, it would have been, if they didn't go offside, it would have been tied up, we would have gone in overtime. But that's just not how it felt today. You can't ask for a better game, man. 7-6. What can you say? It's all good. Y'all did a hell of a job, man. I'm so proud of y'all, really.
I mean, give yourselves a round of applause, man.
Hey, man, look, this school is 10 times y'all size. And look what y'all did.
Hey, for real. They got
Look what y'all
like
did.
3,000 people that go here, man. This is a Class A school or B, something like that. You know what I'm saying? The little old Bradford Academy held them to a touchdown at the fourth quarter at the end of the game. Come on, man. It happened like that. Now I can see we got blew out. That'll be something different. Or if they had 2 or 3 touchdowns, that'll be something different. Y'all held y'all own all the way to the end of the game. They couldn't get nothing to the end of the game. Can't be mad at it, man. It is what it is. All right, let's get it up, man. Let's get it up.
Can I say something? They ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Remember this feeling y'all have right now for a game that y'all know y'all should have won. Keep that inside so when y'all come to practice next week and the games that follow behind that, y'all know y'all never want to feel this again. So now y'all gonna be on that end this week going forward. That y'all never take that L again. Because y'all know y'all need to come out harder and finish all 4 quarters.
Did a hell of a job, man.
Man, that's a hell of a game.
Get it up. Hey, man, let's get it in. Come on, close. Yeah, man. Hey, pull it up loud, man. Hey, Ted. Bulldogs on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Bulldogs!